Vikas.
Sure, nice to meet you.
Thanks for taking time at such a short
My
notice.
pleasure.
As I already told you, we are looking to rent your beach house. It looks pretty attractive for our office meeting. Since we have very limited time, I'll just get straight down to the business if you don't mind. There are basically four things I wanted to talk about.
So basically you've seen the already, 5,000 a week from September the 1st,
Right. I got your ad, and basically the things I want to talk about and understand from you, and to what extent we can strike a good deal are just the price, that per week price. Second is the dates, if you're flexible on dates, security deposit, and lastly the parking spots. I can tell you what kind of, in terms of priority, what matters more to me, and
Sure.
hear from you what matters more to you, and kind of strike a mutually beneficial deal. I'm clearly looking for, since it's a official meeting, I would love to have more parking spots than two that you're offering. Also, price is a little bit beyond my budget that I'm allowed to have.
That's a very nice place.
Uh,
You have to visit it, especially at the sunset, and that's an outstanding, amazing place.
Right. I spoke with some of the other spaces available in that area. My friends also told me that $3,000 is a reasonable price to pay in that area. But given that you are asking for 5,000, I'm sure we can talk about some middle ground.
3,000 you mean in December?
3,000. Well, in December on the beach will be very tough. Why don't you tell me what do you think is kind of in terms of your priority? What do you think we can talk about?
You mentioned the starting date. What do you mean exactly?
Well, starting date September 1st is a bit tight for us, given that we have a few meetings in the office. I was thinking if we can push out by like a week, like start next week instead of first week, like
Okay.
September 7th.
It is not impossible, but to be honest, the place will be free from September 1st, so for me there is an opportunity cost.
I understand.
So then we need to correlate, it depends how long you're going to stay and what's going to be the price. Let's see also about the security deposit. You look like a very trustable person, but my experience of business is you'd better have a security deposit, because interest costs like about weeks, it costs nothing for you, and when you leave, if everything is nice and clean, I give you back the money, everybody's happy. But if something is destroyed, it avoids any kind of hassle to sue some people or whatever.
Okay. Honestly, security deposit of 2,500 is also sounds a bit high. The typical deposit is $1,000. Again, in that area.
I'd say 1,500, 1,800.
But again, I understand.
One more time, it depends on the place. I would say the security deposit is proportional to the renting price, because the higher the renting price, the better the place, and the more damage potentially that can be done. So if you look at because most of the places are both smaller and cheaper, then of course the security deposit is smaller, because if you have a small place, you cannot damage that much.
Okay. All right. I can probably convince my management about a higher security deposit, and I will of course trust you and your business. But can we kind of talk about? Can you offer some extra parking spots, and I flex on the security deposit? Can we strike a deal on that front? How much are you willing to flex on security deposit?
How many parking lots do you need?
I would prefer 5 if I can. And if we get 5 parking spots, I can go and convince my boss about the security deposit. Would $1,500 be, as you just said, will be good for you?
Problem for the parking spots is it is not impossible, but it is at a high cost for me, because for some of them it is about moving my own stuff to a different place.
Okay.
And for some others, if you're talking up to 5, because it depends, that's up to 3, up to 4. First 2, that's easy, no problem. Then more than 2, I have to move my stuff to some friends and so on. And more than that, not only I have to move my stuff, but the stuff of some other friends.
Right.
Some neighbors.
Okay.
And even if, for instance, just to give you an example, they have a car in their garage, and they will give me the key to move the car from this garage to the place, which is just fine. But what happens if I have an accident? It is extremely unlikely, but what happens in that case? Then you have relationship problem with your neighbors, all
Right.
this kind of things. So
I
I
mean,
can do it for sure, but
so
it is costly for me.
how about I convince my management to pay you the high security deposit you're asking for? In return of that, can I get 5 parking lots? I can try my best to
It is.
$2,500.
I think it is possible.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about because you were saying on top of that that you wanted to come later.
Right. What dates would we? I mean, is September 7th okay with you? Just 1 week after that.
If we adjust, not at 3,000,
Sorry.
not at 3,000 a week afterwards. If the
Okay.
renting price is
No, I understand you lose some business. There's opportunity cost. How
let's
much
say,
can we do a middle ground in the price?
what we could do would be something like, okay, a 10% discount,
On the price?
and then you come no later than September the 7th.
Okay.
You have your 5 parking lots,
Okay.
but we stay clear about the security deposit.
You want 2,500?
Yes.
You cannot flex on that.
I mean,
See,
you
the
can
thing
always-
is,
that's about sleeping well during the night. That's
Right.
as simple as that.
yeah, the thing is that it's a lot of upfront payment for us. That getting that amount of cash out. Can you give us a little bit more discount on the price? More than a little bit on 10%? Like 10% is about, you're talking about 4,500. I mean, can we talk about, how about make it 4,250 and I give you the deposit completely, and rest we stay. Will that work for you?
With one less parking lot then?
Well,
Because as I said before, for the parking lot, moving my stuff is a hassle, but still I can do it. Moving the stuff of my friends, if anything is damaged, or even if I don't put it right at the same place.
right.
I really don't want to mess up
I
with my
understand. I
neighbors.
understand.
So if you tell me something like 40 to 50 with 4 parking lots, 2,500, and you come whenever you want, you set the 7th, let's go for it. But otherwise
Alright.
that's difficult.
Okay. Why don't we then stick to the original one? I guess that because I think parking lots is something I would.
So 5 parking lots, 45
100 September 7th and $2,500 deposit.
deal.
All right. Good doing business with you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.